Peace, peace, peace. Thank you once again for joining your boy, Juice Warner. And this is Esoteric Daydreams, The Awakening, where we bring the secret knowledge to light. That way you have a fighting chance against this wicked system, right? They operate off the secrets, so it's our turn to reveal the secrets to give you a fighting chance, right? So in this right here, we're gonna follow the so-called British, connection to the Bible, and we'll be going through, this feminine, trail, right? We'll be seeing it. You see what I mean on how we're connecting this feminine bloodline to this new system, this British system of Satanism, Luciferianism, whatever you want to call it, right? So let's get into it. Oh, don't forget to hit the like, the subscribe, and the notification bell so you can be notified whenever new content is uploaded or whenever we go live, like right now. And don't forget to check out my book, Street Scalesy, Knock 'em Out the Box, right? Where it's about two brothers on opposite sides of the law who must team up in order to find their father's killer or killers, right? So let's get into this right here. And don't forget, if you want to support the channel, just go to Amazon, pick up my books, Street Scalesy, Knock 'em Out the Box, the novel, or you can check out, right, I'm not really doing much promotion on it right now, but it's Freemasonry and Johnny Worship, the second killing of Jesus, which is basically these informations, in a condensed form to get, right to the gist of what's going on. So if you don't got time to watch all of these videos, you just purchase the book and it'll get you right to it, and it'll tell you basically where to look to get this information if you got time to read it on your own, right? So let's continue this with Zedekiah was the 20th and final king of Judah before the conquest of the kingdom by Nebuchadnezzar II of Babylon. His birth name was Mattaniah, right? Mattiuah, right? Hebrew, Mattiuah, right? Gift of God, Greek, right? And Latin. After the siege of Jerusalem in 597 BC, Nebuchadnezzar II disposed King Josiah and installed his uncle Matthew instead, changing his name to Zedekiah, right? This is 2 Kings 24:17. So a lot of this you'll be able to track, like I said, this is them connecting themselves to the Bible, right? So the prophecy of Jeremiah was his counselor, yet he did not heed the prophecy, and his eptimus is did evil in the sight of the Lord. This is 2 Kings 24:19 through 20, and Jeremiah 52:2-3, right? Zedekiah's reign ended with the siege and fall of Jerusalem to Nebuchadnezzar II, which has been dated to, pardon me here, which has been dated, what the hell is this, all of this? Where we at? Nebuchadnezzar's reign ended in the siege and the fall of Jerusalem. Nebuchadnezzar dated to 587 or 586 BC, right? Hold on. Okay. The defeat of the Neo-Assyrian Empire in 612 BC at the Battle of Nehiv by the Neo-Babylonian Empire caused upheavals that led to the destruction of the kingdom of Judah. Egypt, concerned about the new threat posed by the Babylonians, moved northward to support Assyria. It set on the march in 608 BC, moving through Judah. King Jeshua, right, attempted to block the Egyptian forces and fell mortally wounded in battle at Megiddo, right? Jeshua's youngest son, Jehoshaphat, was chosen to succeed his father on the throne. 3 months later, the Egyptian pharaoh Necho II, returning from the north, disposed Jehazel in favor of his older brother Jehoiakim. Jehoshaphat was taken back to Egypt as a captive, right? So this is their narrative of, coming out of Egypt and these type of things, right? After the Babylonians defeated the Egyptians at the Battle of Kashin in 605 BC, Nebuchadnezzar II besieged Jerusalem. Jehoiakim changed allegiance to avoid the destruction of Jerusalem. He paid tribute from the treasury, some artifacts from the temple, and some from the royal family, and notabilities were taken as hostages. The subsequent failure of the Babylonian invasion into Egypt undermined the Babylonian control of the area, and after 3 years, Jehoiakim switched allegiance back to the Egyptians and ceased paying the tributes to Babylon. Because of this, Nebuchadnezzar II invaded Judah again, and this is in 599 BC, and again laid siege to Jerusalem. Right, in 598 BC, Jehoiakim died during the siege and was succeeded by his son Joachim, right, also known as Jehoiachin, right. Jerusalem fell within 3 months. Joachim was disposed and Nebuchadnezzar was installed. Zedekiah, Joachim's uncle, was in his place, right? So it goes to 7 years in the month of Kislev. The king of Akkad mustered his army and marched to Hatu, right? He encamped against the city of Judah, and on the 2nd day of the month, Adar, he captured the city and seized its king. A king in his own choice he appointed in the city, and taking the vast tribute he brought it into Babylon. The kingdom was at the time a tribute to Nebuchadnezzar II. Despite the strong remembrance of Jeroboam, Baruch ben Nahar and other families and advisors, and ignoring the example of his older brother Jehoiakim, Zedekiah entered into an alliance with Pharaoh Happorah of Egypt and revolted against Babylon. Right, this Nebuchadnezzar responded by invading Judah. This is 2 Kings 25:1. Nebuchadnezzar began a siege of Jerusalem in December, right, 589 BC. During the siege, every worst woe befell the city, which drank the cup of God's fury and the dredge, right? So this is 2 Kings 25:3. The Lamentations, right? 4:4-5, right? So it goes, after laying siege to the city for about 30 months, Nebuchadnezzar finally succeeded in capturing Jerusalem in 586 BC. Zedekiah and his followers attempted to escape, making their way out of the city, but were captured on the plains of Jericho when taken to Riblah. Right there, Zedekiah saw his son put to death. Then his eyes were put out, and he was laid with chains and carried captive to Babylon. This is 2 Kings 25:1-7, Jeremiah 32:4-5, 34 2-3, pardon me. Right, 2-3, 39 1-7. After the fall of Jerusalem, Nebuchadnezzar sent Nezebedian to destroy the city. It was plundered and razed to the ground, and Solomon's temple was destroyed. Only a small number of vine dressers and husbandmaids were permitted to remain in the land. This is Jeremiah 52:16. Right, upon the fall of Jerusalem, the former kingdom of Jeremiah was absorbed into a Neo-Babylonian empire and recognized to become G.O.D providence. Nebuchadnezzar transferred the administrative center of Jerusalem to Mizphat and appointed Gedali ben Akim as governor of the province under the watchful eye of the Babylonian guard. This is 2 Kings 25, 22-24, Jeremiah 46-8. On hearing the news, all the Jews that were in Moab, Ammon, Edmon, and Aram Damascus returned to Judah. Jeremiah 40:11-12. However, the subsequent assassination of Gedaliah led most of the population of Judah to flee to Egypt for safety. 2 Kings 25:26, Jeremiah 23:5-7. In Egypt, they settled in Migdal, Tahpanhes, north, and Pathros. This is Jeremiah 44:1. Right? So, in this right here, pardon me, right? In this right here, we seen how, right, in earlier references that they was when we was talking about deceptive prophecy, right, and how it had this biblical connection, and this is, the king that they're making the reference to. Right, so Zedekiah is the king that they was making reference to on how they basically, intertwine with the biblical story. This is the British Empire. So, you look into these things and you see what you can find, and hopefully, it'll guide you to the right path, right? This is Esoteric Daydreams, The Awakening. I'm Juice Wanna, right? Don't forget to hit the like, the subscribe, and the notification bell so you can be notified whenever new content is uploaded or whenever we go live like now. Like I said, I do not ask for any, donations, but I do not mind if you purchase a book or two. So I'm promoting my 2 books right now, Street Scalesy Knock 'em Out the Box, which is a novel, as well as my, first history type book, which is called Freemasonry and Yanni Worship, the second killing of Jesus, which is basically a condensed version of this information right here. Because if you know, I got hours and hours, years and years of information. So, I had to condense it, and I'm making different sections to build upon. So until next time, enjoy yourself. I'm Juice Wanna. This is Esoteric Daydreams. It's time to wake up, because people think that they woke simply because they got out of the so-called nightmare, but the daydream is sometimes worse than the nightmare. Peace.